today's message is pretty out there, even for me. But now that I've opened up the Dream Council dynamic, and because of 3i Atlas's light codes that have been seeded in and are assisting in the waking up of our 28 strand, or is it 24 strand? Maybe 24 strand DNA. All this is coming back online. Anyways, I am now in awe and appreciation and wonder and acceptance of my role. What is my role? Well, in the dreamtime, I have been participating in a multi-dimensional governing body that has representatives, various representatives, Sirian representatives. I'm the only Terran of the group. Terran is Earth in the higher vibrational realm where we're headed. And it is the Council of the Nine Waters. And so I'm going to be sharing my debriefings on my YouTube channel. That's what this very short and sweet video is actually about. Is I'm having meetings. We're having meetings, and it's not me. It's us. As I said, there's representatives. I'll go into detail. I'm going to disclose everything. Who's on the council, what we're talking about, what we're doing, and really we're governing not through law, but timeline coherence, timeline regulation, if you will. And my role is so perfectly suited to what I've been doing in my professional life. But now, like last night, we had a meeting in the Andromeda vector, and I can describe the space to a T with the 9 filaments and the rotation and the colors, but none of it is random, and these transmissions coming through will help us to regulate our nervous systems as we ascend. Things are about to get weird for the planet if we aren't aware that we are not alone. This coming year, disclosure after disclosure after disclosure is going to be made, and we will come to understand that all the dimensional realities are nested around us right now as we speak. And in the 3D, we can't see these planets. There are 48 in our solar system, and various levels have various consciousness levels and vibrational bandwidths, dimensions, if you will, have access to seeing various planes of reality. But what is coming in is the knowing that we are not alone, and there's going to be craft. There's going to be arcs coming out of the water, and this is nothing to be afraid of. In higher bandwidths and timelines, the matrix of false, I guess, just to make it simple for you to understand, those that would fragment the shadow weavers a couple weeks ago in the upper dimensional 5 through 9 planes have been defeated, disarmed. So the timeline trajectory that used to be one, not so good, and one really wonderful, the one that was not so good has gone. It's not an option anymore. And this is in part due to 3i Atlas and the light codes that have supported us in remembering. And so things are about to get batshit crazy on the planet. And I'm grateful that I'm able to give this message before it starts happening. To part of my role as the Terran liaison, water oracle, is to help people understand the dynamics of emotion, memory, and water, which is my life's work. But now it's going intergalactic and multidimensional. As I said, I'm part of the 9 Waters Council, and our role is not to enforce laws. It's timeline coherence, and it's hydrodynamic stabilization through the Earth grid, so that we can regulate our nervous systems and embody our 5th dimensional self in as easy as a transition as possible without losing it, right? And so this message is just short and sweet. I am going to be going live at least once a week, probably several times a week, and fully disclosing the meetings we're having in the lucid space, astral time, dream weaving. Now, it's going to get really practical. It's not just going to be, who's there, what their roles are, what my role is, what we're doing. It's going to be very purpose-driven and mind-blowing, but practical in a way that you can... I've been told my role is a bridge. So you'll be able to not only understand, but apply. And so this is seeding the new timeline, a normal human being. So a lot of integration has been happening for me, a lot of detoxing and old identity shifting out as I embody my new role as the water Lumen Terran liaison. And there are many reasons why I received the role and accepted. Holy, this is just incredible, and the exquisite detail that we're getting into, leaving nothing to hypothesis or mystery. I mean, we're talking quantum physics. This is very scientific information coming through. It is key after key after key. And the keys that I will give you permission to unlock those aspects of yourself that are also playing out a role in the higher dimensions. Earth is about to become the capital learning planet, but not learning through pain and polarity. We're ascending into the golden age, quite literally. And so some of you will want to get your bearings on what is your hybrid lineage. you know. I'll go into mine during the event, Aurelian, Sirian, Arcturian. And you will find aspects that resonate so deeply with you that you'll be able to put the pieces of the puzzle together. And of course, if you want to unlock more, the Dreamweaving and Telepathy course certification series that opened up my remembrance is available right now. I'll put the link in the description of this video. There are over 55 students in this course, and I get messages daily, even from people who aren't in the course, that have listened to the workshop, that they are now receiving telepathic information that is upgrading their life path, and that they are so grateful. And that's just from watching the workshop, not even in the class. So welcome to the new world. I am honored and so beyond excited for my role and for the clarity that has come through and for the council. These beings are so benevolent, so supportive, cheering us all on. We have made one of the biggest leaps from the most densest, darkest realities that any planet has ever achieved. It's absolutely extraordinary. From the depths of hell into the field of light and knowing and transcendence. And now with the blue star Kachina, the 3-eye Atlas, having done its job, the planet is awakening. As I said, full disclosure is going to occur in less than a year. This is going to be quite alarming for a lot of people. Life, what we consider our role and purpose and the meaning of being here is going to shift so quickly, whether or not you're ready. So I encourage you all to subscribe to my YouTube channel. As I said, I'm going to disclose all of the information that comes through the meetings, because that is my role. I'm the liaison, I'm the bridge. Nothing will be cryptic. It will all be laid out in a practical way that you can learn and grow from at your own pace. And I'm full aware that a lot of people will be leaving my circle because they don't believe in extraterrestrials or whatever. And that's okay. You don't have to believe. I do hope those of you who decide to come back in the next year once you realize what I'm speaking is absolute truth, and that it actually is happening not metaphorically but in all planes of reality simultaneously. And the evidence that will come forth will be mind-blowing but undeniable. And there will be a lot of people looking for answers. A lot of people leaving the planet. A lot of people will not be able to handle the truth. And then, of course, as the matrix falls, the false matrix, it's going to become chaotic, and the growing pains we're going to experience will be assisted by various flashes of light, the upgrades that are coming in from great central sun. But there's so much that you can do to stabilize your nervous system before that happens, that I really encourage you to make it a top priority for your comfort and ease through this transition. And to be clear, I'm not channeling anyone or any being. I am on the council, me, Holly Hollowell. And I am so excited for my job, my new role, that it just brings me to tears. And, you know, yes, I'm qualified through my hybrid genetics that I will go into, but I heard the call, I answered, I kept going, even in the face of ridicule. You know, people call me crazy all the time, and that's okay. It's okay. I welcome those who get it and understand that this can be quite jarring and mind-blowing. But I encourage you to look past the interdimensional galactic filament and into the raw essence truth that holds this narrative all together. The quantum physics, the science, the water coherence, the nervous system stabilization. And if you apply what I'm teaching, I'm giving you the keys. So however they work in your life is a win, whether or not you believe that I'm literally in this council. Like I said, last night's meeting with the Nine Waters Council was in an Andromeda vector. Like, what? Mind blown. For me, even. And, you know, this is like, thank God I have Transcribe, this app that I encourage you to get if you're having transmissions. You know, I can just say open Transcribe, and it's a speech to text app that's free. And I just go in there and while I'm still in alpha beta, at least as much, not alpha beta, alpha theta, before coming full into beta, I at least get out the nuggets that I recall. And it's becoming more and more clear as well. Less deciphering is needed. And it's been the wildest, wackiest, coolest experience of my life. When I tell you that you are about to enter the most exciting part of your existence, that is an understatement. And you may have this lingering program that says you're not special, you're not telepathic, you're not part of this transition, you're clueless, you're not ready, you're not awake, whatever lie you've been led to believe as part of the shadow weaving control effort that has collapsed in the higher dimensions and is collapsing in this dimension as we speak. Just know that those are lies, that you have everything within your inheritance, your hybrid inheritance, and that those keys will be shown to you as you give yourself permission to open those inner doors. And you all have a role. And I'm so excited to hear about it. Some of my students have already been receiving and doing and participating, and it's been mind-blowing witnessing all of the array of diversity that is destined to come forth right now as Gaia returns to its interdimensional physicality. So a couple things you can tap into. One, my YouTube channel. It is currently called Alchemical Academy. I'll probably change it to the Nine Waters Council. Two, I am smack dab in the middle of a 17-day long series that takes 90 seconds per day to partake of, all about nervous system stabilization. And I encourage you, go to my events section on Facebook or join the Lucid Rhythm School, SKOOL, it's an app, to receive all of these transmissions. They are non-linear. You don't have to start at day 1 and then 2 and then 3. You can skip around. Join us now, go loop back around, or go at your own pace. And 3, I am hosting a free workshop on Sunday because my work precedes me. I've been working with watercolor sound for over a decade, very much rooted in the 3D physical plane. I haven't been dabbling with interdimensional councils until very recently. But this work now makes sense. It's what pre-qualifies me for my seat in this council. And it is like nothing else on the planet, the 9 Rays certification, working with water, color, sound, glyphs, intention, and of course breath. Why does it matter? What does it do? How can you use it to remain relevant? And I don't say that to scare you, but if you are a light worker, healer, you may have been noticing that your techniques suddenly seem really archaic and outdated. And this is the answer. This is the upgrade. This is the path forward. It's going to also clarify what you're already doing and why you're doing it. So this workshop is 60 minutes long, and it's happening on Sunday at noon. And it has nothing to do with the Nine Waters Council, other than the raw components, the mystical tools that I bring as an alchemist that qualifies me. But we aren't going to get into all of that discussion. So go to my Facebook events link, click on my profile, go to events. You'll see all of the nervous system stabilization events, past and future, plus the 9 Rays workshop that's happening on Sunday at noon. So I hope to see you all there, and I look forward to expanding and explaining, because this, I know, is very like, okay, what do I do with this information? Well, when you subscribe to my channel and I start debriefing our council meetings, everything will become clear. I know it's a lot. Signing off. Oh my God, this is just so incredibly big that I just am overwhelmed with gratitude that I have been on this path and listened for as long as I have. Alright, I'll see you all in one of those areas, and I gotta see how I can end this. Bye for now. Your Terra Lumen water oracle. Bye for now.